Joining us is a UNC candidate for the upcoming general election for the area of the constituency of Arouca, Lopinot, Dr. Natalie Chaitan-Maharaj. I want to thank her so much for taking time out. She has been interacting with the constituents, going here everywhere. Also want to say a special evening to her campaign manager, Lisha Dory, who has been with her step by step and doing an excellent work out there. That's what we're talking about. When you get that call, you need to answer. Let me say a special good evening and welcome to Dr. Natalie Chaitan-Maharaj.
Thank you for having me. Good evening.
It's a pleasure. First of all, tell us your medical expertise, your field of medical expertise.
I'm an obstetrician and gynecologist for the last 15 years.
Wonderful. And I want to ask you this, of course, and I'm sure everyone wants to know, those who have been seeing you moving about and what have you, who is Dr. Natalie Chaitan-Maharaj?
I am you. I am one of my constituents. I am a mom with young kids. I am a woman trying to feel safe in this country and my community. I'm a working professional trying to make this country better, helping people right now, one at a time with my two hands, hoping to help on a much greater scale at a policy making level. That's what makes me happy. That's what makes me sleep at night.
Now, when you're out there interacting, as you do basically every day, and you're talking to the constituents, what stands out most of all?
I've done a couple walks in the constituency so far, and I keep hearing the same issues, the same concerns from the constituents. That the youth are crying out in our constituency. They're crying out for employment. They're crying out for opportunities. They're crying out for representation that is present, that is seen, that hears them, that listens to their concerns and acts on their concerns.
You know, one of the rare characteristic traits that many people would have when they enter the political arena is that a lack of humility, that inability to connect with the average person on the ground. There are people, of course, who will look on and say, listen, this is a doctor. She can simply jump in her BMW or Mercedes-Benz. Why get involved? Why be a part of this? You know, what motivates you? I mean, when you hear all these stories of young people crying out for hope, for opportunity, what gives you that drive to continue when in fact that you could have stayed in your comfort zone?
Two things, really. One is what got me into medicine in the first place. I remember at our first lecture, I was trained in Grenada. There was a very elderly lecturer from community, and she came into the lecture theatre and she said, if you are in this for the money, leave now. Yes, I'm a doctor. Yes, there is a salary that is associated with my job, but there are easier ways in life to make money than the 100-hour work weeks that I do. I do it because I need to help and heal people who are hurting, people who are in need. And in my soul, that is what makes me feel contented. That's what makes me feel accomplished, not the dollars in the bank or the car I drive. And I think the same translates into my foray into politics now. I am by no means a career politician. I'm a young mother, I'm a young doctor. I live in the constituency that I am looking to represent. Because this constituency needs representation, I need to see the constituency that I'm raising my children in be brought to a higher standard, to have better opportunities, even for my own children as they grow, so that they don't want to leave and migrate. If we don't make it better, then there is no other choice. But what about the mothers in my constituency who don't have that option for their children, who can't let them go abroad to be safer and have better opportunities? I have to think about those moms as well, and I have to help them.
You know, again, that's quite one really and truly that shows really and truly your connection with the people. Why the political ideology of the UNC? Why did you embrace that?
Well, I've told the story a few times, so I don't want it to get old, but my first memory of anything political was in primary school. I'll give my age away there, where Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa was then Attorney General, and she came to our school. And I saw this powerhouse of a woman, and she lit the passion in me that me as a woman, I can achieve anything. I can reach high places as well. So I've always admired that. And then also, as far as this political party's agenda goes, if it wasn't for this party and their years in power, I wouldn't be where I am. I don't know who would remember that the GATE program, the first iteration of the GATE program, was dollar for dollar back in 2001. That's what helped me to be able to go to medical school, to get where I'm from, because I am from humble means in deep countryside. My mother had no means of being able to pay that kind of tuition that in those days would have been only for middle class and upper class to be able to send their children to medical school. So I owe everything I have, everything I've become, essentially, to this party.
Yeah. You know, when you get into the political arena, of course, people would tell you that sometimes it gets nasty, sometimes it gets dirty. Do you ever be deterred, or do you feel a sense of pain when you hear people may go about creating some false narrative, something about you slinging mud, things that you know that are totally fabricated, but yet still they say it with such bold confidence just to get at you? Does that affect you?
Not at all. I am a young woman. I'm a working professional. I have achieved a lot for my age. And as a woman in a professional setting, any other woman would be able to relate that there's always mudslinging, there's always rumor, there's always nasty things to be said about how she got there and what she deserved and what she didn't deserve, and there's always a glass ceiling to break. None of that is new to me. None of it is unexpected. None of it will make me shy away from this endeavor.
Well, I gotta ask you, I mean, really and truly, you know, do you have that support that system? I mean, family, friends, community, that whenever you feel as though you're ready to say, what, listen, this isn't cut out for me, but yet still you're motivated by the people around you who said, listen, we believe in you, we believe what you can accomplish, and most importantly, we believe what you can do for the community and by extension, Trinidad and Tobago. Do you have that support system?
I do. I am blessed to say that I do have that support system. I have family, I have my husband, I have the community of Five Rivers where I live in the constituency. And women must always support women. I not only have a support system, but I also gain strength from supporting other women who are coming up under me. My trainees, for example, in medical school, the people I mentor. Being strong for them gives me a level of support of my own. I believe in prayer. I believe my mother sends me prayers every morning. The support system is there, and the support system will carry me through this new venture, come what may.
Right. At this point in time, please give out the number. I'm getting some messages here from people who are saying, yes, we know the candidate now. We've heard her. We believe in her. So please, I know you have your walkabouts, you have your schedule. Again, you have a great campaign manager. But for those who want to get involved and be a part of your campaign and bring victory, of course, home, please, any information that you can give, a number, perhaps a Facebook page, whatever, go right ahead.
Sure. So we have all of our accounts to be found on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Our campaign line for the moment is 383-7417. We've been giving it out to our constituents as we go around as well. Any concerns, any ideas, any interests, any issues needed to be dealt with, we are ready and waiting. Send us your messages.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chaitan-Maharaj. Please keep up the good work and continue to connect with the good people out there. We're hearing great things about you, and I'm certain that you will bring victory, and best of all, to serve and deliver to the people of Arouca, Lopinot. Thank you so much again for taking time out.
Thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to bringing about the change they need.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So there you go, folks. UNC candidate for the upcoming general election for the constituency of Arouca, Lopinot, Dr. Natalie Chaitan-Maharaj.